Good evening everyone and welcome to TTL F2. We are here for Season 6, Round 3 at the Circuit de Catalunya in the Catalonian region of Spain. What a fantastic track it is as well. And we are here of course for TTL F2 action with a lot to delve into from last week, so let's really crack on and get this show on the road. I'm James Head. I'm going to be taking you through the stream as per usual here on TTL F2 in the first of what is going to be a very busy week for me on the channel, with Mini League tomorrow night and TTL F1 and TTSL as well. China, last week it was Honey Badger who took the feature race win. Bit of the mix-up in the positions for the sprint race. Tim Wenting took the win. Honey Badger was second, Siege in third in the sprint race. Siege was second and Tim Wenting was third in the feature race. So the leading top three drivers from last week will do battle once again here tonight. And for purposes only, feature races have gone to Honey, sprint races have gone to Tim Wenting. Will that form continue? We'll find out tonight here in Spain, and Tim Wenting was of course awarded driver of the day as well. Honey Badger leads the way then on 77 points, with Tim Wenting in second on 53, with Siege in third on 52 points, only a point separating BWT Arden and the Dams respectively. Sean in fourth on 43, with Venom in fifth on 33, Vic Mill in sixth on 18, Maze in seventh on 16, Renfara in eighth on 12, Spike in ninth on 11, Drez in 10th on 8 points. We've also got Conti on 5 and 11th. Same with Maximus, he's on 5 points, and Matta as well is on 4 points. Passel, Death Graham, Carlsbury, Spike and Asdog yet to score points. And regarding Asdog, I don't think he might be, I'm not sure if he's in the lobby yet, but if he does turn up, he does have a qualifying ban and a total of, I think it's anywhere between 15 and 25 penalty points from last week's purposeful rejoin that was found out within the lobby. So Asdog has got that, and it will continue rolling over until he races again with us. If he doesn't decide to race with us again, then obviously we'll take things further. Constructor standings, 82 points for our Grand Prix, with BWT and Arden on BWT Arden in second on 71. Jesus, didn't get my words out there. Dams in third on 68, with Campos in fourth on 47, MP Motorsport in fifth on 33, Sauber Junior in sixth on 12, Univertosi in seventh on 11, Prima in eighth on 8 points, Carlin in 9th on 5. Trident, still 2 spaces available, I do believe, in the Trident, so you can join up for TTL F2. We have still got 2 spaces available in those cars. And just a bit of a name change actually, Spike, the German driver, I've just noticed this actually, currently sitting in 17th in the standings, hasn't picked up a point yet. He has got a name change. He's now called IGL_Spike. Makes it a lot easier for me because I can still call him the same thing. Of course, we are here in Spain tonight at Circuit de Catalunya. I'll tune into the comment section in just a second. If you do want to show your support for any of our drivers, or indeed if you want to show support for me in the commentary box as well, of course you can do that through the YouTube comment section on the stream. Circuit de Catalunya, 16 corners. We were recently here for TTL F1. I think it was last week, in fact, we were here for TTL F1, or the week before, I should say. 2 DRS zones, one down the start finish straight between turn 16 and turn 1, and also one down what you could call the back straight here in Spain between turns 9 and 10. There are some big focal points on this track. Turn 9, if you lose the back end through the right-hander, that will be a horrible corner to have. If you run out on the outer line through turn 3 as well and go onto the AstroTurf through turn 3, that's a corner that could claim a few out tonight. And also the chicane through turns 14 and 15. A really tricky chicane. They have recently edited, of course, the track layout. MotoGP and F1 run different track layouts. F1, of course, with the addition of the chicane. MotoGP don't use the chicane, so that is the big difference there. But there are 16 corners out on track. Do run over the curb a little bit too much, it does unsettle the car and you will end up probably into a half spin, maybe even a full spin. Trust me, I've done that plenty of times before where I've Dipped 2 wheels over the curb and it sent me absolutely flying. I do not want to be doing that, and I don't want to be seeing that really from anyone here tonight. Hopefully everyone is going to be tuning in and enjoying the stream. Of course, we do have mini league action for you tomorrow night. I'll be taking you through from from 7 o'clock even, I should say, from 7 o'clock at Belgium, and I do believe it is Japan tomorrow night as well for Mini League 2. That is going to be really exciting indeed. I will have a look actually and get that up so I can confirm what is happening tomorrow night. I haven't saved the graphics or anything just yet, but I will do that tomorrow in time for the race. Yeah, so we have got tomorrow night, we've got Belgium and Japan for Mini League 2. That is with me, so I'll be taking you through the guys from Nexus, TTG Academy, OWR Esports, TNR Esports and PMP Esports as well. And Kieran McGinley will be taking you through Mini League 1. Germany and Singapore are the 2 tracks for Mini League 1. So if you are tuning in and are competing in the Mini League tomorrow, we do of course wish you the best of luck, but we do of course just want to fill in on what is happening tomorrow, and then the week after it's rules reverse. So it'll be Mini League 2 Germany and Singapore, Mini League 1 Belgium and Japan. It's as simple as that. Everyone of course going to be using up the time wisely, I think, over the next 24 hours before the Mini League actually starts. Everyone will be getting into their teams, practicing quite a lot. Let me tune into the comment section and see how you guys are doing this evening. We can start, I do believe, it is past 8 o'clock, unless we are waiting for a driver or two to join. Let me have a look and see if we are expecting anyone just in case, and then I'll come to the comment section with you guys in there. People just asking for spare invites by the looks. Of course we do need the spare invites because we don't want the lobby to crash like 2 weeks ago and having a shortened down sprint race, which was absolutely terrible, I've got to be honest, but it's the only thing you could have done really in the scenario as well. But we are getting going for TTL F2 Season 6 Round 3 here in Spain. Tune in to see how you guys are doing in the comment section now. If I can find the stream, that is. Just give me 2 seconds. I will find the stream eventually. Finally, looking at some of the comments, Alan Cavey tuning in, May is tuning in as well. Good evening to both of you. Alan Cavey, of course, alongside me in the commentary box for CRC on Saturday, and that will be every Saturday, of course, running up towards Easter, and then we've got 2 races after Easter as well. We are at Algarve for racing on Saturday in CRC. Let's hope for no back markers aiming for my car, says Spike. Don't worry, the driver in question, as I've already alluded to on the stream, has been dealt with. He has got a qualifying ban. Obviously, he hasn't shown up tonight. If he doesn't then show up for the next 2 races afterwards, then we will take further action, probably, I would imagine, a removal from the league. So I've just thrown that out there, what the repercussions will be if he doesn't turn up and serve his qualifying ban. Of course, those penalty points do roll on that he did pick up. Let's do a little rain dance, really hoping it's going to be wet. I hope it's not going to be wet, to be honest. These cars are very hard to drive, and it's my favourite Scotsman TTL F2 we are going on board with. Let's ride on board then with VRT Venom as we come down towards turn 1 here in Spain. 16 turns out on track, taking a much wider outline through turn 1. And of course, he's in the MP Multisport car, just cutting the inside of turn 2. Now through the tricky flat right-hander. Normally in Formula 1 cars, he can take it with that a little bit of lift through turn 3 and out towards turn 4 in the end of sector 1. 25 flat from VRT Venom, and he's currently at the top of the timing screen with Siege, Spike and Sean all fighting it out. Siege just Venom, just having a snap of oversteer. Now through turn 5, and then on the run down the hill through the left-hander at 6, and then through the little chicane at 7 and 8 as we approach halfway through the middle sector now and halfway through the lap here in Spain. VRT Venom now, slight rise up the hill towards turn 9. You can take this flat out, but not in these cars, you can't, as VRT Venom is currently 3rd in the standings, coming across the middle sector split to 59 flat from Venom through the middle sector, and looking very good. Spike, Siege, Venom and Sean, maybe even Vic, Will and Honey Badger getting involved as well. Spike coming up the order a little bit there. Venom now, this is where we go into the chicane through turn 13, then through 14 and 15. Not attacking the curb too much. Don't want to get caught on the little sleeping policeman there on the inside as well. Spike and Venom to fight it out then through turn 16. It looks like Spike is going to take pole position. He does, and it's by about 2.5 tenths of a second. It's a 1:29.337 for Spike. Venom in second and Sean in third with a 1:30.1. Honey Badger in fourth, 30.2. Vickmill with a 30.3, so actually quite close there between third, fourth and fifth. Maze, Maximus, Spike, Wenting and ILRT. Matter, who is yet to come across the line. He's losing control of the car, sadly, ILRT Matter, but he's just not came across the line. He's retired from the session, not setting a lap. That could be, though, a big positive from his perspective. Of course, there's only 12 drivers here tonight, and the ability to pick up points is there. This track is going to be very tricky. Spike then takes pole position in the Universality car with a 1:29.3 from Venom in second. They're going to be on the front row of the grid. Sean in third with Honey Badger in fourth. Vickmill in fifth with Maze in sixth. Again, third, fourth and fifth separated by about 3 tenths of a second. Maze in sixth there with Maximus in seventh. The two Carlings actually seventh and eighth, but Spike just in behind by about 1/10 of a second. Wenting is in ninth. Hopefully he can repeat the sprint race win. Doesn't really seem to be consistent enough in the feature race, but certainly in the sprint race he does like to lay his chips on the table. Matter, Siege and Renfara not setting any laps there. Very nice qualifying session there. Of course, we do have the formation lap coming up, and then we get into the racing action here in Spain. And I can't believe it. It's absolutely pissing down of rain. Welcome to Spain. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plane. That's what I'm going to say with that. It's absolutely teeming down out on track. And, which means, I think it's our first TTL F2 wet race, certainly of this season. Don't think we had a wet race last season, so this might be the first race ever that we've seen in TTL F2 that is wet. Honey Badger coming through with the weather forecast about 2 minutes ago. I'm a bit late to the party with that, I'm afraid, but for the feature race, it is certainly going to be raining out on track. Now, this will really test the drivers. Some drivers that might not necessarily be quick in the dry might be experts and might actually excel in the wet conditions here in Spain. Of course, it is going to mix up the grid a little bit. Look at how sodden and drenched that track is. 19 laps out on track, just over a 25% race distance if we're doing normal Formula 1 cars. And obviously, I can't really speak about the strategies too much because they're all on wet tyres. They will have to pit though around halfway through the race, I think. Maybe lap 9, lap 10. Spike just running right there through turn 1. Let's get a real feeling then. I'm right on board with Vickmill and see how the spray... we're right on board with Honey Badger. See how big the spray is when running in the toe of a car. Look at how tricky it is. These drivers are going to have to control and feather these cars on the throttle very lightly indeed. This is going to be maybe one of the most exciting races you will ever see in TTL F2. The ingredients are there, the drivers are here. Let's find out what happens. They're about halfway through the formation lap currently. Of course, if you do want to show support to any of the drivers out on track, you want to show support to me in the comment section as well, you can do that, of course. Please do keep it clean though on the stream. Of course, we do have TTL F2 action here tonight, and I've just spotted actually that Honey Badger is in Nick de Vries's car. Of course, Nick de Vries now going to Formula E, the current Formula 2 champion in real life, and recent addition to the Formula 2 grid, there is going to be an 11th team for next season. So not the 20 cars that you normally see on the grid out on track. There will be 22 cars for TTL F2 for Formula 2 next seain, FIA Formula 2. That is, of course, and I will have a look and just confirm that team because it came through early on in the morning actually. High Tech Grand Prix, it's a British based team. They are They have history in the Formula 1, competing in fellow feeder Series F3 last year, finishing 2019 as runners-up in the team standings, so clearly making the mark and want to prioritise a little bit with their running in Formula 2 as well as Formula 3 as well. Very interesting, I think, to have a British-based team in Formula 2. That's what we like to see, and we like to promote British business, of course, through any form of motor racing. Of course, anyone that is tuning in will be aware that we are here at Circuit de Catalunya. We are about to go racing here in TTL F2. Hope you've got your popcorn, because you might be needing it and spitting it out when people spin out on track. But the 5 red lights are about to go out here in Spain for Season 6 Round 3. Lights out and away we go. What are the starts like? Very cautious indeed. Mata losing ground already off the line. Look at how everyone's managed to get through the start okay. The start phase okay. Now through turn 1. Hopefully no late breakers, and everyone takes it nice and easy down into turn 1. And it looks like with the cautious weather, bit of Constantino effect up front. It is Spike who leads the way. Venom, I think that is. Sorry, Sean has spun around on the inside, caused a bit of a Constantino effect in behind. Maze and Spike just caught up on that. It's 3 wide through turn 3. Honey Badger, Venom and Vic Mill. Goodness me, I haven't seen 3 wide through that at all. Normally in Formula 1. And Venom is up the inside. The Scotsman through Honey Badger at turn 4. They've got to try and not lean on each other as much as possible. Venom really struggling in the conditions, as will everyone else. Vic Mill, I think, has wisely backed off and is going to let this battle rage on in front. Tim Wentink, I think, is round in the background of shot in the other BWT yard, and there he is. He is round at turn 4, and I think he's got right tidal end plate damage as well, so clearly he's made contact with the wall off the curb coming through turn 4. It is Spike, though, who leads the way halfway through the lap in a rain-softened and a rain-soddened Spanish Grand Prix here in Formula 2. It is Spike who leads the way by 9/10 of a second. Venom in second. Honey Badger very late on the brakes there in the conditions. Siege and Maze are swapping positions. Maze is down the inside, forces teammate a little bit off wide through the camber of the corner. Maximus was trying to get past there as well, and Siege has been let through around the outside, I think. There's 2 battling going on. Siege on the inside getting caught in the grass. Maze has held it all the way around the outside, and so is Maximus. Maximus holds it all the way around the outside. Can he pull off the move in the call? And this will be brave stuff in these conditions if he can pull it off, and I think he has. He's just about to launch it in front. He is. Maximus is in front. What a move that is around the outside of Siege. Siege gets a 2-for-1 deal right there. Maze and Maximus dropping him for dead, really. And now Siege beginning to attack Maximus once again. Our team Matter getting involved as well. Honey Badger and Vic Mill are having and Honey Badger are having a bit of a fight on board with Matter as he comes down towards turn 1. Siege runs out wide. This could be Matter's opportunity. Got to give him room to rejoin the track. It's nearly 3 wide. Maze has had a solo spin just in front, losing the back end, applying the power, I should say, a little bit too much. It's 2x2 Noah's Ark formation. They'll need it in these conditions, and it looks like everyone's beginning to slow down because there is a VSC out on track. A virtual safety car has been deployed out on track. I have a feeling it was for Maze's spin, possibly. I can only imagine that the coding has messed up there a little bit, but the first VSC, I should say. Here we can run through the grid then. Spike still leads by 4/10 of a second. Venom in second with Honey Badger in third. Look how close this top 3 actually is. Vic Mill in 4th, Spike in 5th, Matter and Maximus 6th and 7th, Renfara 8th, Siege in 9th, Sean 10th, Mason 11th. Tim Wenting has had a replacement of an end plate on the right side, and he's back out on track in 12th position. This VSC though will really help him, as now we get back underway, and look at Venom right on the back of Spike under the VSC. Honey Badger right on the back of this as well. The 3 of them now come up to the top of the hill through turn 12. Highest point on the track here in Spain. Now coming through turn 13, all hell is breaking loose in behind. We'll go on to that in just a second. It is Renfara that has been caught up in something. Siege going away around the outside of Matter. Bold move, pulled it off. Seems to me that turn 12 and turn 13 seems to be the way to go for pulling off the moves out on track. Fantastic stuff there by Siege. Round the outside of Maximus is in to the pits. Has he got front wing damage? We'll inspect this in just a second, because Honey Badger's right on the back of Venom. Onto lap 3 we go. We're only onto lap 3. and Spike leads by 6.5 tenths from Venom in second, Honey Badger in third. We'll go on board then with Maximus, who is into the pits. Let's see if he is going to get a front wing change. It looks like he is. Yeah, front wing is going to come off that Carling car. So he's into the pits, and Honey Badger right on the back of Venom. Look at him around the outside of turn 4. Surely not. Surely not. Not in these conditions. Of course, the conditions would favour the outside here. With it being wet and being more grip on the outside of the corner, Venom just has a bit of a loss of traction there. Honey Badger locks up, Spike runs wide in front. We're on board then with Honey Badger, and look at how difficult the conditions are out on track. I prefer to be right next to my radiator and right if... I don't want to be out on track. That's all I'm going to say right there. I do not want to be out on track. I'd rather sit in a very warm commentary box and commentate for you guys. And I'm sure you can appreciate how difficult these conditions actually are. Vic Mill was catching